Welcome to the Quest Diagnostics Premier ACO Insights Collaborative. In this video, we're going to review at a high level how the Premier ACO has leveraged Hold-On technology to surface insights at the point of care. So first, let's talk about the logical topography. As Premier, as an ACO, manages a number of different practices, what Hold-On does is it creates a secure connection between those practices and Premier, sponsored by Quest. With this, we have the ability to acquire certain information from the ambulatory EHR, such as a clinical summary, to be brought upstream to Premier in order to run analytics against this. What this does is create insightful output from the analytics to better manage population health. Once this output is created, we can simply turn it around and surface it back to the physicians as and when patients present for care. So it looks a little bit like this. All of the communal entities would supply information through Hold-On up to Premier, and then as Premier has output that's our insightful, useful information, we'll present it back to the point of care when patients present. So let's show this in the Quantum EHR within Quest. So one thing to note, the Hold-On ribbon is a tab on the right-hand side of the computer screen, running in the background at all times. When you first install and launch this, it actually says simply minimize the app and continue your normal workflow. We will notify you when important patient information becomes available. So this service monitors EHR activity and helps handhold the physician as necessary should any important information arise about the patient he or she may be seeing at that moment. Let's give an example. In the Quantum EHR, I'm going to go and find a specific patient here, Daisy May. When I open the chart for Daisy, what happens in the background is the information is surfaced to the cloud, and then Premier ACO is able to send back down information about this patient at the point of care. In this case, Daisy is an ACO patient. So for me, the provider, I would know, oh, I might want to refer her to an appropriate location of care based on the fact that she's in the ACO. There's also 3 care gaps available for this patient. So as this bubble pop-up denotes, there's a summary of information that you might want to know more about. If I click on the bubble, the ribbon launches with Daisy May in focus. This pairing of context between the patient's chart in the EHR and the ribbon itself allows the physicians to easily navigate between chart to chart and keep updated on any information that Premier may have on this patient. Let's show an example. If I open Tim Taylor's chart from Daisy May, the ribbon automatically refreshes and syncs up with the appropriate patient whose chart is open in my EHR. I will not receive a pop-up notification each time as long as the ribbon is kept open. But if I minimize the ribbon and I leave this chart and then come back, the information will be surfaced as a pop-up notification. All of these notifications are tailorable and configurable based on the user, such as X and Y coordinates on the screen. Wherever I'd like to keep this bubble, I can set it and it will save that location for the future. Or if I mark it as acknowledged, meaning I've clicked on it or closed it, other providers in my organization or myself won't be continually inundated by more and more alerts. And so keeping alert fatigue top of mind, we allow for a better workflow and a better experience for those providers who simply want to know about certain information during certain points within the year or during a course of a certain contract for capitated risk. So to summarize, the Quest Diagnostics Premier ACO Insights Collaborative provides information at the point of care as and when it's needed when patients present.